Hey guys, a few hours after the Supreme Court reserved judgment in the case brought before it by the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and the Labour Party presidential candidates Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, respectively, against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the former aide to the former President Goodluck Jonathan, Mr. Jackson Ude dropped a bombshell. Record that the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal Court had affirmed the declaration made by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), with Bola Tinubu was announced as the winner of the February 25th presidential election, and this declaration had been contested. Meanwhile, Mr. Jackson Ude alleged that it will not take the Supreme Court justice anything to sack Tinubu in order to save their integrity. The statement came after Chicago State University released the academic qualifications of President Bola Tinubu, which are said to be full of discrepancies. Speaking further, Mr. Ude claimed that the only thing preventing the Supreme Court judges from taking a firm stand and defending democracy is the allure of the freshly wrapped dollars, which is giving them a huge thrill they have not experienced before. He stressed that the case before the Appeals Court is a battle between honor and the allure of dollars. Mr. Ude's post on X, formerly known as Twitter, cited by the latest news blog, read as follows: "The smell of wraps of dollars and the integrity of justice of the Supreme Court. If Bola Tinubu is sacked today, nothing will happen. Absolutely nothing. Nigerians will be in a wide jubilation. The only thing holding the Supreme Court justice from doing the needful is the smell of huge dollar wraps. The smell of the huge dollar wraps is intoxicating. It is giving them huge organism they never had before. They are looking at those wraps of dollars and smiling gleefully. It is fight between honor and wraps of dollars. We will know who wins in few days." Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has fixed Thursday for the judgment on the appeals filed by the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, and the Labour Party, Peter Obi, respectively. Atiku and Obi are asking the appeals court to set aside the judgment by the Presidential Election Tribunal, which affirmed the election of President Bola Tinubu. The Supreme Court's Director of Information, Dr. Festus Akande, in a telephone call on Wednesday, told Punch that the judgment on the appeals had been scheduled for tomorrow. He said tomorrow, Thursday, has been fixed for the judgment on the appeals brought by Atiku and Peter Obi. Sahara reporters had reported that the Supreme Court reserved judgment in the appeal by Atiku and Obi. A 7-member panel of the court, led by Justice John Okoro, had made the announcement after lawyers to parties adopted their briefs of arguments and made final submissions. The court also took arguments from lawyers to parties on the motion filed by the applicants to supply fresh evidence. Applicant's lawyer, Chris Uche-San, urged the court to grant the motion and allow their appeal, grant the prayer sought and disqualify Tinubu, and asked the court to dismiss both the motion and appeal for lacking in merit. Sahara reporters had reported how Atiku appealed against the ruling of the Presidential Election Petition Court at the Supreme Court of Nigeria. The suit marked SC/2023 CA/PAPC/05/2023 was filed. Atiku and the PDP as the applicants, while the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Tinubu, Bola Ahmed, and the All Progressive Congress (APC) are the respondents. The applicants in the notice of appeal said they were dissatisfied with the decision, more particularly stated in paragraph 2, hearing contained in the consolidated judgment of the Court of Appeal, sitting as the Presidential Election Petition Court. Aruna Simon Samani, JCA, Stephen Juan Ada, JCA, Omodari Bolaji Yusuf, JCA, then Moses Ugo, JCA, and Abba Bello Muhammad, JCA, all delivered the 6th September 2023 in petition number CA/PEPC/10/2023 between Abubakar Atiku and the Independent National Electoral Commission and two others, particularly that contained from the paragraph 487 to 453 of the consolidated judgment, as well as the consigning contributions and rulings thereto, that thereby appeal to the Supreme Court upon the grounds set out in paragraph 3 and will, at the hearing of the appeal, seek the relief set out in paragraph 4. The Presidential Election Petition Court had dismissed the petition filed by the PDP and Atiku challenging election of President Bola Tinubu. The tribunal also dismissed the petition of Peter Obi of the Labour Party challenging Tinubu's election, describing it as unmeritorious. So guys, as you can see, this is getting tougher. Let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below.